Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys, I just want to take a few moments, just kind of right here, no fancy like gameplay, no fancy edits, no jump cuts, no none of that, just you, me for a few moments here, just some real talk about this LR Vegito Blue. Now I do ask that, you know, especially if there's something I say before I get completely to my full conclusion in the video, that you maybe give me a minute, hear me out first before you go down there and start commenting and disagreeing or whatever it might be, and just kind of hear me out for a second. So LR Blue has obviously been an incredibly hot topic over the course of, well, the last 5 months since basically we found out that he won the election and the LR election was announced and all those things as part of the 2-year anniversary, and it was supposed to be something to give back to the community, or at least that's the way it was portrayed at the time. Now that we are here, a lot of people obviously trying to say that the Vegito that we've seen, which we shouldn't have even really seen by now, this is just, we have to give a huge shout out to DBZ for having even seen that, but that is literally the image they have in the preview and what we've seen from the card. That is the LR Blue, guys. I know a lot of people are like, no, like you can tell, like, why don't we have the LR yet, all that. Well, it's probably because it's not been uploaded to the actual server, so nothing can be seen yet. That's the LR Blue. Like, if I'm wrong and come back and say, Nano, yo, wrong, you done, my dude. But for now, that's him, guys. Like, that's him. But a lot of people obviously are either upset that either A, he's not summonable, which I'm going to get there, B, the physical one didn't Dokkan Awaken, which I'm going to get there, or C, he's not as powerful as they would have liked for an LR Vegito Blue to be. So here we are now. We know that you're going to obtain him via the Baba shop, and then you'll have to, you know, work on a quest, an event, or something like that to get the medals to Dokkan Awaken, and we at least know how, basically, to some extent, to get him to TUR, you need 30 of the Batara medals, and we're gonna have to get those, I'm sure, on some special event that is obviously for LR Blue and the release of him and all that. So we just know how to get him to TUR. We don't fully know what it takes to get him to LR. We don't fully know his LR stats, but I can still comment on everything I've seen, since now we know he is an STR unit that is free to play. And I know a lot of people argued that as well. Guys, he's free to play. You literally do something in game, you spend 0 money, and you get him from a Baba shop. That is free to play. I don't know how else to say that. I mean, I know a lot of the times you guys have kind of disagreed on with what I see as free to play, and I kind of disagree with you guys as well, but I feel like we should all be on the same page here. If literally all you do is go and play some part of the story, get some form of in-game currency that you don't spend any money on to get, and then you use that in-game currency to buy something, that's free. You spent 0 money doing that. That is free. He is free to play. I don't know how much more I can say that. But now then, he's not summonable. Throwing him on an LR election banner, or whatever they might have called it, with a like 0.3% chance, or 3% chance, or you know, whatever it might be, 0.3% chance to pull him, would have not been giving back to the community. That would have left many a people without that card. Many a people without that card. If you guys remember my story trying to pull LR Broly, who was a featured unit, literally the first featured LR unit, it took a lot of stones to pull him, and same thing with several other units. So like, yeah, putting him on a summonable banner would have not been giving back to the community. So that's my opinion on that. I am perfectly fine with him not being summonable. I didn't really even want him to be. I wanted him to be obtainable in game. And I just kind of sort of got it in my head after so many people talking about it, like, he's not going to be whatever, then it kind of got in my head like, yeah, okay, he's going to be summonable, and now we're here, and he's not. He is going to literally be obtained through in-game achievements. And then, moving on to the physical one, a lot of people saying that that would have been the way to give back to the community, make the physical one that so many people have, Dokkan Awaken. Well, yes, so many people do have him, so many people don't. And that wouldn't have been necessarily the best way to do it either. You can sit here and you can say, yeah, but I know so many people with this unit. Yeah, but no, there's still a ton of people that have not pulled a physical Vegito Blue. Whether it's someone that's maybe invested $20, invested $50, invested $100, invested $500, whatever it might be, there's probably plenty of people who are on those levels who have never pulled that card. So that still would have not been giving back to the community, because you would have still left so many people out there without the ability to obtain this guy, and who would have probably tried to summon on the SSJ through physical Gotenks banner, assuming he's on it, to try and pull him, and maybe still not have pulled him, because just because someone is featured doesn't mean you're going to pull him in some sort of set amount of stones. Like, you could literally go 1,000 stones deep on a banner and still not have pulled all of the featured units. one of those that you may not have pulled could have still been the physical Vegito Blue. So I don't agree with that either. I don't agree with that notion. I don't see how, oh, if they would have Dokkan Awakened the physical one, that would have been given back to the community. No, because still a ton of the community wouldn't have had him. So the perfect way to do it was to make it something you obtain in game. It's basically just going out and farming the gems, but it's going to be farming the Supreme Kai missions and getting those. It's literally no different than that. So we're going to do that, get it from that. Now, speaking on his stats, we don't fully know the LR stats of this guy. We don't know what's going to happen when he goes from TOR to LR. You can kind of assume that it's going to be plus 3 ki, plus 50% to HP attack and defense for super types. You can kind of assume that. It may end up being a little more of a jump than what it is, but even if we assume that, it's still a good unit for free to play, guys. It's still a very good unit. And the thing we are neglecting is the fact that he will fit on a Godly Dimension team. He will fit on probably, at some point in time, we're getting a Trunks Saga, Future Saga type team he will fit on, which will probably be excellent on, and he can fit on a Mono STR team. And as well as just a Heroes team in general, because if you wanted to obviously run him as a hero, he's got the same lead already as the physical one, just now he's a strength unit. So there's nothing wrong with that. He's a fantastic free-to-play unit. Like, he's awesome. Like, and everyone in the community can obtain him. Just have to log in and get the parts done. That's it. So I think that's personally awesome. Guys, I think that is fantastic. I have literally nothing against this unit. This unit does not disappoint me. Now, I know there is one thing, and that's the problem, is that people have been waiting 5 months on this unit with no communication. And so that's kind of the piece where everyone is kind of coming at, and I kind of agree with you on that. I do agree. This is something I talked about just a week or two ago, that communication is absolutely key. So no matter what, this guy probably was not going to live up to the hype that had been built around it. No matter what, without communication, without keeping people posted, there was no way for this guy to live up of 5 months of silence and have been what people wanted. Even if he was summonable, and even if the physical one could have awakened, people would have had their qualms with it, would have had their issues with it. So now we're sitting here 5 months later with a free-to-play unit that is a very good free-to-play unit that's going to help out a ton of free-to-play players, a ton of them, as well as for those of us that spend money on the game too, gonna help us out a ton. He's gonna be an awesome unit. I can only imagine what he's going to do on a strength team. His passive basically allows him to get off his 18 ki probably 90% of the time. He's going to be a ton of fun to use. He's going to probably look awesome, and it's going to be something you're going to be proud of in your box. So me personally, my honest opinion on it is they did him justice, man. They made it to where anyone can come to this game and obtain this unit. It may take some time, it may take some effort, but you're still going to be able to get it, and you're not going to spend money on it to do so. So I personally think it was a good move on their part. I do think they should have communicated more, but I am very much so, myself anyway, pleased with how they handled Blue and everything else. So anyways, there you go, guys. I really want to make this video. I've seen so many people talking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a video. Just you, me, right here. No edits, no special anything, and just talk about this unit. Give you guys my opinion on it. That's why I have this channel. That's why I have this community. And I'm sure many of you are going to watch this completely and 100% disagree with me, and that's fine. That's completely and totally fine. For some reason, I think people think that like bothers me. No, like, I'm fine. We all have our own right to our own opinions on things. I'm just expressing mine via this video. You can express yours down in the comment section. I ask that you please wait until now, and you know, I'm sure probably most people didn't, and that's obviously perfectly fine too. But anyways, there you go, guys. That's Nano's opinion on the new Blue. I definitely look forward to seeing what you guys have to say down below, and I hope many of you are still excited for this unit. I do. I really do. So anyways, there you go. That's been today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, consider hitting the like button. If you're new here and you didn't disagree with me too much, consider subscribing, joining the Nano fam today. This is what we do every single day. Daily uploads. We always on that grind. Have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix signing off. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.